Welcome back to the channel, guys, and if you haven't been here before, my name is Dalton. I am a long-term dividend investor here, and I love to chart my journey for you guys. So we are actually ending season 1 of the Robinhood Challenge and kicking it off with season 2. It was a soft ending to season 1 because the Robinhood Challenge kind of trickled away as I was saving up for a down payment, but really nothing has come on the market quite yet. I'm starting to rethink my strategy around my real estate investing, and now I'm jumping back into the Robinhood platform. So I have a bulk of cash I'm still setting aside for a down payment, but today we're jumping back into the stock market and we're making a splash with $1,000. You heard it correct. We're going to be live investing that $1,000 back into the Robinhood app to kick off season 2 of this Robinhood challenge. So let's just jump right into the video. So like I said, if you have been here before, you know my dividend investing strategy. It's a long-term buy and hold and just collect those dividends and reinvest them back into the portfolio. I've been reinvesting the dividends since I started this, and I don't look to stop that anytime soon. So you can see over the past day, we made around $15 on the stock market. The past week, sitting around $78, up 1.37%. The past month, up 1.78%. The past 3 months, up 9.99%. And over the past year, you know, it was a long haul to get back into this position, but we are up now $31.89, 0.55%. Hopefully this is going to increase in the future, but we're jumping back into the market today and I am super excited about it. So first, let me just transfer some money into my Robinhood account. And if you didn't know how to do that quite yet, there's a number of different ways, but I'm just going to hop over to the transfer section here and transfer to Robinhood. It's going to pull right from my bank account. Here we go. Let's enter it and, make it rain with this $1,000 deposit. Let's go. So I can invest that money immediately right here. You can see as it splashes down here, the $1,000 is available at this very second. And I do have a number of stocks at the top of my mind that I'm thinking of investing in right off the bat. And if you've been watching my channel, you know I love SPHD. If you don't know what SPHD is, it is an ETF that focuses on high dividend but low volatility stocks. So it's a really, really solid one that is diversified. I believe there's 75 different companies within this holding itself. And, I really like the performance of this. You can see over the past 5 years, it's finally taken a dip. So it might be a good time to get into an ETF like this. Okay. This is one that, somewhat mimics how the stock market is going to play out, how the market as a whole is, but it's one that I have most of my holdings in. You can see my average cost is $37.64. So driving that down because I'm buying in for $33.74. This is going to be a majority of the money I'm putting into the stock market. 19% of my portfolio. Some might argue that is not diversified enough, but others would say because it's an ETF, it's investing in a lot of different stocks. It is pretty diversified. Nonetheless, I love it. You get dividends from this every single month. So if I go into the history here, you can see SPHD dividends, reinvested all of them. There's one in May, there's one in July, April. It's coming in all these different times and it's around $5. So that's pretty solid. And investing this money here is just going to bulk that up. I'm going to be getting more in dividends from this ETF. So here we go. Let's jump right in. I always say do a limit order when you buy. You want to make sure you do a limit order. I'm limiting the price that I can get in for. Each share is going to be bought at $33.74 or lower. Here we go. I'm going to continue. It's going to place the order today. And you know what? How many shares do I want to get? I want to spend probably about half the money here on these. So I'll do 15 shares of this today. Now I'm really, really satisfied with where I am in terms of my holdings for this ETF in particular. And it feels really great to get back into this at a lower price than my average. So driving that down now, you can see right here as I scroll down, we went from over $37 down to $36.40, and there is room to make back the money that I have lost here. And I really don't think I have lost much money because I was making dividends as this was, going down in value, still getting around that $5 range. So really, really solid performance. Another stock that I will be investing in, one that I've wanted to get back into for a long time now, is a little bit of a healthcare consumer product stock, Johnson & Johnson. Really, really solid company in terms of their diversification. Their product breadth is just immaculate. They offer so many different things, baby powder, they do, shampoos, consumer goods, all these different things. And getting something like Johnson & Johnson where they also work on cures and vaccines and all these different things, especially with healthcare where there's always a need, even in a pandemic situation. It is a really, really solid company to be investing in. So what I'm looking to get here from them, gonna go back in, set a limit order here for 149.24. Looking to get another, let's say, 2 shares here for them. You know what? Let's just do 1 more share for them so I can use my money elsewhere as well. There's a lot of different investments that I'd love to be making right now, but these are the main ones. Like if you're a beginning investor, I really go for those bigger stocks, ones with big market caps that have a lot of backing that really aren't going to budge anywhere in the near future here. And the goal is, as these steadily increase, so will my portfolio, and I'll just be reinvesting everything and growing exponentially in that way. So it's not, so to speak, the quickest way you're going to be making money. It's going to be a long-term thing that you hold on to these stocks, and later on down the road, 10, 20, 30 years from now, your portfolio is going to look so great, and you're going to just know that it paid off this entire time that you were putting the legwork into the portfolio. So I'm sitting around $400 left in buying power, one that I love, one that I've been waiting to get back into since really I stopped doing this challenge, and now that I'm picking it back up again. AT&T telecommunications always have offered a really, really great dividend. And right now, I believe their dividend is hovering around 7%. I believe it's 6.93% at the moment. So what I'm looking at right now is 9 shares that I have. It costs $30. This is one that I can average down just a little bit, but really I haven't lost too much money on them, $33 down. So I'm going to go ahead and buy into them a little bit more. Let's go ahead and do, let's get 5 more shares of AT&T, but I need to make sure that I do that limit order that I have been doing in the past. So 30.25. Okay. Here we go. So I'm going to get 5 shares of them. As I said, swipe up, order received, order placed. Let's do it and jump into another stock here. So I really didn't think too much further. One thing that I want to showcase, feature in this video here is some of the fractional shares. So you guys know I love fractional shares. I take advantage of it because I recurring invest, and any of those investments that I'm making, the dividends that are paid go back into the company as soon as I get paid them. So I'm buying fractional shares all the time. But Amazon is a company that is so solid. You can see today they're down 0.85%. I always look for a dip in stocks like Amazon. Anytime my own individual portfolio is down, over 10, 20%, that's when I want to get into these, because it might be indicating that it's a pretty solid time to buy back in as there's a dip. Past week for Amazon, down 8.52%. Been waiting for a dip like this for a while. You can see it's been going up over the past month, over the past 3 months, and over the past year. The chart for Amazon has always looked really great. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to buy in, I'm going to showcase some of that fractional share purchasing that you can do. So I'm going to go ahead and do buy in dollars. The one thing about buying in dollars is, unfortunately, because of the way that it is set up within Robinhood, you can't do a limit order. You can only buy at the market. But for Amazon, I'm not too worried about it. I love any price to get in on a company like this, one that I really believe for the long haul. They're a game changer. They've drove innovation. They're going to continue to do this moving forward. And there's just so much great things I can say about companies like Amazon. Also love Tesla, a little bit riskier. I know Amazon strays a little bit away from my dividend investing strategy. It is more growth because they don't currently offer a dividend, but who's to say that they won't in the future? It's one that I just want to get in general, just a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and put $100 into Amazon using the fractional shares. Order received and order has been completed. So that's awesome. And you can see in the background that some of the stocks were being purchased from before. Steadily increase your holding over time by turning this into a recurring investment. You can see you can steadily increase by turning this into a recurring investment. I'm not going to do that right now. So I have right around $100 left, and I didn't really think what I'm going to do next, but God, let's see. There's a lot of great options that I could invest in here. Let me look at my my total return on some of these just to give you guys an idea of what I'm seeing here. So you can see Microsoft right now by far is the best, returning me over $100 from just the market gain alone. But there are some that I am negative on pretty poorly at this point, and I'd love to get in these while I still can, while the price is low. A lot of stuff going on in the market. I'm gonna jump into Coca-Cola though. Coca-Cola, not much that you guys don't already know about Coca-Cola. Huge company. They're everywhere. Have always been a great dividend player for the long term and for whenever you can invest in them. This is one of Warren Buffett's favorite companies that he invests in, that he's always talking about. Interesting fact about Warren Buffett is that he always drinks a can of Coke at least a day. It's kind of crazy, and I believe he drinks even more than that. Someone correct me if you know the accurate information there. I know it's at least 1 can a day. It'd be interesting to hear the rest of that, so fill that in. But I'm gonna go ahead and use the rest of the money that I have here. I'm gonna go ahead and limit order and go ahead and do 46.72. Continue. I'm gonna buy 2 of those, review, swipe up, just like that. You can fly through $1,000 on Robinhood. That is what it's looking like. Super excited to be kicking this off. And like before, guys, you can expect a video for this. I'm gonna be investing $100 every single week for the duration of this Robinhood challenge. $100 every week. Really excited to share the process with you guys, get everything going. I'll release a new video in this series, Robinhood Challenge number 2, new video every single Wednesday, so you know when to come back, when to look for those new purchasing patterns that I've made, and when to expect another video for this channel. So thank you so much for checking out this video, guys. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comment section down below. I look forward to reading all of the feedback. Thanks for checking out this video, guys, and have a great day.